Morning, everybody. I'm really honoured to be here today and see such an amazing group of disciplines and experiences, challenges that we all face. I'm hoping technically this is going to work today. Oh, there we go, yes. So far, so good. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about myself initially and the role of the Office of Open Space and Parklands that sits within the Department of Planning and Environment. So I'm a landscape architect. I put my hand up. I've worked in local government, state government. I've worked as a part of the development industry. I've been a consultant. I've worked in open space and parklands in various different means for quite a long time. If I say how long, you'll guess my age. But I think it's one of those really exciting fields to be in right now. There's a collective momentum that's happening. The community is activated. They're vocalising their wishes, their concerns, their desires for living healthy, active, connected and integrated lives. And I think it's a really, really important point that the Office of Open Space and Parklands now exists within the state government. We are looking at changing the way we do things. I have a role of influence. I have a troublemaker role. I have a role of disruption and challenge, and at times difficult, but knowing that I stand here reflecting, the experiences of so many people in this room that I can bring to the table and find ways to get much better outcomes. And I think active living is really, really important. I wasn't feeling too well the other day, and I was sitting in bed and I was thinking, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to have to get to the train station. I don't want to go. And I sat there and I thought about it, knowing that I was coming here today. And I thought, I can sit here and I don't actually have to leave to do anything. I can have my breakfast delivered to me. I can have my lunch delivered to me. I can have my dinner delivered to me. If I want to go and buy some clothes, I can jump on and buy some clothes or buy a book. I can buy everything I need from my bed. I can ring whoever I want. I can Skype whoever I want. I can talk to friends overseas sitting in bed. And I think that that's a huge challenge that we face, is to break the way, it's so convenient to sit and be stationary. I go to work, I get on the train in the morning, now when it's dark. I get home when it's dark and I go into an office and I sit. I have a standing desk. I don't say I push it up and stand that often, but I sit and I don't move too much. I get a lift to the train station. I have a gym membership and I want to use the gym membership. I haven't gone there in 5 months. And I think that's a reflection of not only a busy, challenging work position that I have, but it's a challenge for all of us. I live in a green, leafy suburb. It's hilly, but it's not difficult. And I think the way that we build our environments is really, really important. The simplest thing can make the biggest of change. So our office is only new. We're 6 months old. We're sort of finding our feet now, and we're starting to make some changes. There's going to be many announcements over the next 4 weeks about open space and parklands, which is really exciting. And what I want to do now is hopefully, pray to the technology gods, show a video that we prepared late last year. And what I want to show is the reflection of it takes so many people collaboratively to make our environments active and healthy and walkable and livable for our community.
Open spaces have always been very important. If you want to create a strong community, then you need that open space where everyone is equal, everyone shares in that space, but also to enjoy them generation after generation. I've got 3 boys. Every weekend we drive to a new park or a new area where they're not only just out in the open, they're exploring new spaces. There is one thing that can continue to bring the society together. We all want the very best for our children.
Open space is really important for our community. It allows people to live healthy and enjoyable lives.
Having great open spaces really provides a major role in our physical and mental health and well-being.
It makes you feel better when you're out walking, especially in a spring day like this.
It's one of the attractive parts where people are looking to move to a location. They look at what are the green spaces, where are the community facilities, what's the infrastructure, all those things come into play. But lifestyle is probably the one that absolutely trumps all at the moment.
Green open spaces play a really important part in terms of increasing opportunities to be physically active and actually encouraging people to get out of the home into the community with neighbours as well as with family in a natural environment.
It's really important in this day and age to have places where you can belong in your community, where you can go and you can be part of something bigger than who you are.
We've got to get the development and open space right. There's demands to increase density in the city, and we've got to manage that so that there is plenty of open space for our residents.
Certainly open space is a key issue or opportunity that people do raise with us. The need for children's playgrounds, for sporting fields, for bushland, for our metro rural areas.
We need to keep resurrecting our villages and making sure that we've got people supporting us. A lot of people don't have family around them anymore, and the only place that you can meet somebody on a level playing field is your local playground.
Different community groups use open space differently, and we want to encourage them to come out and use the beautiful green areas that we have.
It gives us opportunity to run activities within the community to build social cohesion.
We provide a diverse offering of recreation facilities to cater for the broadest community needs, and that could be picnicking, playgrounds, mountain bike courses, water park facilities.
We've got a large Pacific Island community and they set up their own volleyball nets on the weekend to play. It's a real family, real community sort of spirit.
The community love the opportunity for organised sport, particularly for young children, but for informal activities as well. About 18% of our population have disability, so council is partnering with others to provide all abilities playgrounds.
Making sure that we have those vibrant spaces where open space, retail space, commercial space are integrated with residential space provides us with the most vibrant and safest communities.
It's really about how we need to work together. That's the community, the private sector, government. We all need to come together to
Deliver urbanisation in a way that protects the environment and maintains that beautiful green feel of the city.
We've got to create more attractive spaces because people are living in smaller blocks, a lot more high-rise living, a lot more medium density living. The community now wants to be able to walk to spaces.
Access and safety are the two challenges that we've still got to work to overcome.
How we align our policies and our strategies to get the best out of the networks that we have.
We're about to start creating spaces that are amazing for our future generations. I'm really proud to be a very small part of something so big, thanks to the New South Wales Government.
If you do build it, they will come, they will exercise, they will create social relationships. But if you don't build it, they definitely won't come. That's what we're about, building these communities, building the infrastructure that's needed for recreation, and it's a great health benefit for the whole community.
So what's great about that is the diversity of people that gave their opinion, and the diversity of visual that you see. That, you know, open space is so much. The open space experience starts at the front gate of your house. It's the street. It's where you walk. It's where you walk the dog. It's where you walk the pram up to the road to go to the playground. So this is a bit of the mantra of the Office of Open Space and Parklands. It's about equity of access. Each one of those statements in that video I take as a job task. There's a lot to be done, and I looked forward to working with everyone in the room to be able to achieve amazing outcomes for our community. What we have is an opportunity right now, and as I said before, it is the simplest things that can make the biggest of differences. On the weekend, I was out in central west New South Wales, and our regions are very, very important because they experience things differently. Are there representations of regions in the room? Yay, I should get you all to stand up. Thank you for coming. We are really focused on the regions as well. I sat there and it was warm. It was, 30, 34 degrees on the weekend where I was. And there was a Bunnings and a Spotlight in the same car park. And I was looking at this amazing artwork up on the wall, and I turned around and I watched people drive to the Spotlight and go in there and then get in their car and then drive to the Bunnings. And I'm kidding you, it was like diagonally across this room. And it was so oppressive, and there was no trees and there was no shade, and that was the way they do it. And then they get in the car and then they drive to the next door and the next door. So in our regions, they have the same challenges as what we have in the city, exactly the same challenges. And I think there's opportunity for us with tree planting and universal play guidelines and inclusive play to be able to make environments that everyone can use. And I think that's a really important part of what it is that the Office of Open Space and Parklands does. That's my email. I'm very happy to talk to everybody. We are in a listening phase. We want to hear what the problems are. We don't assume to know it. We have experience, but the people in this room know what our agenda is to be and will help set the agenda for what we're doing. So I welcome you to email me. I welcome you to contact the department. We want to hear from you. We want to learn from you. And as I said again, it is the smallest of things in the planning, design and creation of open space and urban environments that can make the biggest of impacts for the community that we're providing them for. Have a really awesome day. I look forward to hearing all the wealth of experience from our technical speakers and our experts. Have a great day, learn lots, apply it, and I look forward to talking to you. Thank you.